But thank you. Love the shoot too. But it's just shit is frustrating, man. I'm not gonna lie. It shit is slightly frustrating. Cause I had a lot of hopes like about this. I knew honestly I knew that they wasn't gonna do too much with the Rising Star, but I thought they would add a little bit something. I'm not talking about storylines or anything like that. But y'all could have got a little bit more in depth with it. Y'all could have did how the way Madden did their player creation a couple years ago when you get your little loaf and all this other stuff and you get to answer interviews and stuff like that, just with questions. Not even like a whole scenario of like cutscenes. Nothing. You didn't have to do none of that. It just it's the simple little things that y'all could have barely added that would make this game so much better. And and then all right, that stuff right there. Those are stuff that could have really made it better. But which and I talked to one of my people I know at GameStop, and he was like, "How you think this game is gonna do?" I was like, 2K gonna be better. I know, just NBA Live. I feel like it's gonna be a little bit better this year than last year. So he was like, "Okay." He's like, "So how much do you think gonna charge?" They said, I'm more likely they gonna charge a full game price for this, because the money put into this pro-am, they definitely gonna make it full price, which they shouldn't, which I said, and I was like, they shouldn't do it just because y'all can gain a whole lot more fans by just dropping the price $40. I said 40. A lot of people said 20. A lot of people said damn near $10. I was like $10 a little bit too damn steep because it's still a full damn game. But I was like $40, not bad. Now that I think of it, yeah, they probably should have dropped it down to $20. I didn't know. See, you said I'm not really a 2K fan. Last 2K I got before 2010 was 2000. I think that was the one with Iverson on it, on Dreamcast. That was the last one I got. I didn't even know that 2K5 was at a retail price for $20. I didn't even know. I never knew that. I never knew that all my life. That's how you know I didn't follow 2K. I had friends that played 2K, but they also had live. So I guess they got it because it was $20. But Izzy put up Izzy or somebody, I'm pretty sure it was Izzy though. He posted a picture on Twitter, and it showed the sale price that NBA that 2K had, and 2K sold I think about 1 million. I think 2K5. Let me just make sure I say that they sold 1 million, I think, or something like that. They sold a good amount, and NBA Live was like I think 1.2. So you mean a $20 game is on the same level as a full price game? Because Live 05 was that shit. All-Star Weekend first came out. So, nothing was really touching Live at that time. But clearly, and as you can see, in 10 years, it's been 10 years since then, or 11, if you want to count 16. But we're still in 2015 at this point in time. Give me that entry rebound. Look how far they have came. Shit. What happened to the takeoff? That was a takeoff zone. But you see the progression that they have made since then. I jumped too early. But they are the leading game. They sold 1 million copies in a week. And I'm like, I'm not saying that NBA Live is gonna sell that much, but y'all would have damn sure showed sold a lot more than 8,000 copies if this game was $20. I think y'all would at least sold. I don't even know, honestly. I'm just throw a number. I'm gonna just double it. I'm gonna say 16,000. At least that's a whole lot. At least you're in the double digits and thousands. Y'all not even scraping that, yo. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, but y'all dug good shit, yo. Y'all dug yourself this hole, and now y'all stuck with it. And from what I'm hearing, that 2017 is supposedly y'all last year with the NBA contract. I'm not sure if that's 100% true, but if that is true, y'all know what y'all have to do. The EA team, the headquarters, whatever, they have to effing They have to effing just say, you know what, we're gonna give you this amount of money, because I honestly think that they're being restricted with certain things because one, I think their dev team is really small now. It's not the same dev team back in the day. A lot of people say, well, like the memory and on the games and stuff, it was a whole lot smaller, so they didn't need a bigger dev team. But NBA Live had a they had a big dev team back in the day. I'm not sure how much, to be honest. I can't tell you. I'm not there, but I definitely know that their dev team was a whole lot bigger than what it is now. 2K dev team is huge, smart. I gotta give it to them. They got a big dev team, and also I think what gets 2K over with basketball in general, that's the only game that they have, I think, besides MLB and like wrestling, but you're not talking about that. But major sports like football, they don't have 2K football no more. That's a foul. But they don't have 2K football no more. So all they focus comes on the game of NBA 2K. And that gives them all the opportunity, all the money that they can spend right then and there. EA, they don't trust NBA Live no more. So they kind of like, they branch out a little bit of money, like, here, this is your set amount. You might throw your extra couple of thousands, but don't get too crazy with with what you're trying to create with your ideas. That's the reason why I think they can't put in NBA. They can't put in Live Weekend, All-Star Weekend, which they came up with. That's their trademark. They came up with it, and 2K done ran with that. I think that shit is shitty as shit. I can't even play there. They got all these extra controls and whatnot. But that's a nasty ass fadeaway. But it's little things like that. Like I just honestly think that they are being restricted, but still, like their animations and shit is still kind of stiff a little bit. Sometimes I think it moves a bit more fluently, but what the fuck is he doing? Look at this. You're just standing here. Let's see if you shoot. Look at this. Look at this. It's right here. This right here shows you, like, they still got bugs in this engine. I want to say get rid of the engine. Graphically, this game looks better than 2K. It really does. This game really looks. Good post move. Randall, that's my nigga, yo. But they just graphically, this game looks so much better than 2K. 2K graphics still look amazing, but this game, the lighting and everything on this, it really looks good. It's just good shot. And down, man, down. It's just so much to talk about with this game. But it's so early for me, maybe, that I really can't say everything I want and got all my thoughts right. But I want to play this game and get my thoughts out, like get some of my frustration and thoughts out. Cause I'm like, y'all saying that, oh well, Live's gonna be on a good competition level as 2K, but frankly, it's not. Like, now what it is, I must admit, it's good competition because it keeps 2K on their heels. That much I can say. It could definitely, it's definitely doing that. It's definitely keeping 2K like, all right, we can't be too laid back, because at least they try and make strides on making a comeback. But all in all, they not really worried about y'all. Sad but true. They're not worried about y'all too much, about EA. They're like, all right, they made a little bit noise with their pro-am, and I think now that that even though NBA Live, they definitely made a good stride with the with their pro-am. Like, that was their best success story of this whole thing. That shit. That was their best success story generally. But after pro-am, what else? What else do y'all really have to be like? Y'all head-to-head is shit. That shit is so broken. And I'm an NBA Live fan, but I keep this shit 100 all the time. Fucking head-to-head is broken as shit. Like, all motherfuckers do in that game, in that mode, run around in circles with either OKC, the Clippers, Cleveland, and I'm trying to think of another team. See you flashing. That shit. And one. Yep. what you call it? It's another thing I can't think right now. But what you call it? All they do is run around in circles, wait till they man get open, throw an alley-oop. If they're not doing that, they over here running around. Somebody gets open. Cause the defense is terrible in that shit. Everything's on All-Star. I mean that shit. Can't even see the ball. But and then only other people do is run around and shoot threes, and they never get tired because there's no fucking fatigue on the game. Really? Like, why isn't there any fatigue on the game? What the hell are you doing? I try to pass it out. There's no fatigue. You literally run in there, running and gunning all game. All y'all try to do is make the game suitable for kids. This is why I had to put them game sliders, because on fucking default, that shit would have went in. I would have been really fucking upset. Fucking Zaza doing some bullshit ass shit. Oh my gosh, I made a three with Kobe. What the fuck? I can never make it threes with Kobe. But yeah, there's no fatigue on there. It's crazy. It's like, oh, all right, I could just run around all day and just shoot threes. When they do that in the NBA, I'm like, wow. So it's just terrific feed. Nice touch at the basket. This is really amazing. Like, I'm not sure how do y'all prep these games, and I'm not sure how y'all have people play. Like, oh, all right, you just play. I'm assuming they just had people play pro-am the whole time when they was doing game testing. I wish I would have went when they sent me the invite. I really wish I would have went, cause at least I would have knew for sure if they were just having people play pro-am and nothing else. Cause that's what they did. They just like, all right, just play pro-am the whole time. That's it. That's what you need to do. So what about tip-off? Nah, don't worry about that. We got that under control. No, the fuck you don't. What type of pass you doing? They just didn't give me no type of care in the world with that. And it really irks me, because competition-wise, online should always be fun. But y'all made it seem just so broken and cheesy. Like, all you do, like, I play with the Spurs, and I haven't played head-to-head in like 2 weeks now, because I literally ran against a person. All he did was throw alley-oops all day. And I mean, I had people in the paint waiting for it, and they just, the shit just lob it up in the air and just for days, and they just, oh, I caught it. Like, what? Where the hell? How? My man's right there. Y'all acting like my man just invisible. So it's like it doesn't make any sense. You can't go up weak like that. Like, really, the only thing I can really say is all I do is play dynasty mode. I play Rising Star sometimes. Problem about Rising, Rising Star. Problem with that shit is it's kind of outdated. Rising Star is like 2K12's goddamn Rising's my player. Like, yeah, I haven't really improved too much on it. I kind of just left it there. Wish they said that, so at least they would. Excuse me. At least they was honest about that. Like, well, we didn't touch anything else really besides Pro-Am, because they really want to. They really try to beat 2K on the servers, but 2K servers have gotten better. They have gotten better, I must admit myself. It's not 100%, but it's damn sure better than 2K15 and 14. So making the defense work with excellent ball movement as it's looking for position in the paint. That's two. He had his foot on the line. But he's got 5 points. Yeah, 2K servers got a whole lot better this year, and I must admit that. And I said that was always my biggest problem with them. Sometimes some of their controls I kind of like, but like they have fixed that a lot. The thing about 2K with me is I get bored with the game sometimes. Like, after a while, I kind of do get bored with the game. But I think that really, pertains to the lighting in the game. The lighting seems real dull, and the crowd, hold on, let me change that. It's not real dull. It's duller than NBA Live. You can see the brightness in the game. The game really seems like you're watching this in like a high definition picture, like if you're watching a real game on TV. That's the thing that I like about Live. The floors, it's always been like that, but the floors and everything looks so much realer than 2K. 2K they should have detailed. I must admit, they should have detailed, and they have a little bit extra things that make them stand out. But as a whole, like arena and everything, NBA Live